Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this copywriting strategy guide, you're going to learn a simple process for writing high converting copy for your landing pages. Make sure you check out that timestamp table of contents in the description, along with some other helpful videos to actually building your landing page as well as designing your landing page. So with that, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, there's a foundational point of view that you need to take as you start writing copy for your landing page, and it's the secret behind powerful copy, and that is your copy is about your customers and prospects, not your products and services. So we're going to go through this entire process focused on who you want to attract, not necessarily what you're trying to push. Now, to help us do this, we're going to be using something called the AIDA framework, which stands for attention, interest, so I'm combining the two, desire, and action. And so this framework is going to help you craft a landing page that's actually designed for conversions. This isn't something I came up with myself. This is a framework a lot of marketers like to use to ensure that every landing page they create is optimized for conversion. So we're going to go through each one of these steps as we go through the different copywriting formulas so you can see how your copywriting and design can go together. Again, I'll link up in the cards and the description to a video that actually takes a super deep dive on the AIDA framework, and you'll be able to use that video in conjunction with this one when you're writing your copy. So I think that's enough. Let's go ahead and start with the most important part, which is grabbing our ideal customer's attention, and that is going to be your headline. Your headline should be designed to grab your ideal customer's attention by clearly communicating the product, service, or lead magnet that's being offered. Now I'm going to go through three formulas here, and then I'm going to backtrack a little bit to an exercise that you should do to help you with all of your copywriting. So let's go through these three formulas, and then the exercise is going to make a whole lot more sense. So here are our three. We have how to result without hard part, how to result so you can benefit, and then allowed me to roadblock result. Now you may be wondering, okay, this is nice, but what are benefits and what are roadblocks and what are the results? Good question. So we actually want to go through this simple little exercise where you ask yourself two questions in order to use these formulas. The very first question you want to ask is, what results are they after? And then the second question is, what roadblocks do they think are getting in the way of that result? So they have that big shiny goal that they have, and then they think they have to overcome all of these obstacles in order to get to that goal. Well, with our copy, we want to say you can get that goal, and we're going to be able to remove all of those obstacles out of the way in order to give them the goal that they're looking for. And just using a quick example here, let's say someone's trying to grow a YouTube channel. Well, the result that they're after, they probably want to be full-time or making a full-time income with YouTube and leave whatever job they have now. What do they think is getting in the way? They need to rank their videos, they need better video quality, they need to grow faster, they need more views and subs. And so those would be the roadblocks. That would be the result. Obviously, you're going to take 30 to 40 minutes, not just pull some things off the top of your head, because you want your copy to really convert. And then you can take those and plug them into the three formulas we just talked about. So here's how we can take all of that information and actually start making headlines that we could put on our landing page. So the first example we have here is how to grow your channel without getting lots of views. This is the simplest way you can implement a headline formula, by just saying, okay, how to get the result you want without the roadblock or hard part that you think you have to do. And this headline, while it's very simple, actually works. So you don't have to be fancy here. As long as you have identified what your ideal customer or prospect actually cares about in terms of what they want to achieve and what they're trying to overcome, then all of these headline formulas will work. So let's go through another example here. How to grow your channel even if you think your video quality stinks. So here we're talking about the exact same result, we're just talking about a different roadblock. And as you write headlines, you're going to be able to find out which roadblocks people care about. We might find out that people care more about getting their video quality better than going and getting just a generic more views. So let's skip down to the last one here. The weird video campaign that allowed us to double our subscriber growth in 30 days. So something that's really powerful with these headlines is using your own results as proof of what you are stating. So a great example of this comes from Neil Patel, where he uses the how-to formula to promote one of his webinars. So he uses how to generate 195,000 visitors a month without spending a dollar on ads. So he's using a very specific result, especially when you have numbers involved. If you can get very specific with the numbers, it's going to be a lot more believable. And then he's removing something that a lot of people think they would have to do in order to get that much traffic, which is spend money on ads. So here's a shameless copy of one of our landing pages where we follow Neil Patel's approach. Here we just use a different formula, but it's the same underlying principle. The content funnel that allowed me to generate 4,447 leads in 90 days without spending a dime on ads. And so here we're just using a slightly different formula, but again, we're talking about a very specific result, and then we're going to immediately handle two objections by talking about time and money. So if you're trying to figure out what should I say without or even if, then just think about time constraints and money constraints. So here we're using the same kind of vernacular that Neil Patel did, talking about, hey, you don't have to spend any money on ads, and then we're giving a time frame because a common objection to using content marketing is it's going to take way too long. So by saying 90 days, we are removing one of those roadblocks that someone might have to actually trying out content marketing. And so if you want to learn more about how to write your headlines, or you want some more headline formulas, there'll be a link in the cards and the description to a video that walks you through even more headline formulas, because there are a lot, but these are the three I definitely recommend starting with. So now that we've grabbed your ideal customer or prospect's attention, it's time to create some interest. So when it comes to interest, you want to, in the simplest, least complex way possible, communicate the benefits of the offer or demonstrate using imagery how it will save them time or money, again, time or money, and how easy it is to get started. So here you can have a quick testimonial or some images that represent success or the ultimate lifestyle or benefit that your ideal customers are looking for, although that's a lot more on the design side, so you can check out this video in the cards in the description for more on how to apply the AIDA framework in that regard. Here we're just going to focus on the bullet points. So there are a lot of different ways you can write bullet points. So we're going to quickly go through a couple of examples. Remember, timestamp table contents, you can always come back to this particular slide. So here, we're just trying to build interest and curiosity about what is being offered. So let's just go ahead and jump down to the second one here. A simple strategy for attracting new subscribers without getting more views. Now, if it feels like this is pretty much the same thing we're doing with the headline, then you're on the right track, because it's pretty much what we're going to be doing the entire landing page. We're talking about what they want, and we're removing all of those roadblocks and hard parts. And you're just going to say it in many different ways, and you're going to talk about different results and different roadblocks. Something that's important with your bullet points, though, where your headline might be kind of the big overarching goal, there might be smaller goals or smaller steps someone wants to achieve, or smaller roadblocks they need to overcome. That's what you want to address here in the bullet points. A perfect example of this is the third example we have here, the little known secret to ranking videos. And so here, we're not making any sort of big claim. We're not making it super long. We're just saying, hey, there's something that you don't know about ranking videos. And that little piece, ranking videos, contributes to the ultimate the ultimate goal of growth. There we go. It's two words. And their ultimate goal that they want or benefit of that growth is being full-time. So you definitely don't have to jam-pack every single bullet point. They should be short and to the point, hence bullet point, right? But I've seen some landing pages where the bullet point is like a small paragraph, and you definitely don't need or want to do that. Now, our next step is going to be desire. So right now we have our headline, we have our bullet points, very similar to how this page is designed. And now what we're going to do is build some desire. Now, this is normally where you're going to have more testimonials, more media endorsements, or trust seals or reviews. But let's face it, most of us don't have that because we're just getting started, right? So what we can do is create a small benefit story, and keyword, very, very small. So this is something that we've done because we have a lot of new lead magnets and a lot of new offers that are brand new. So we don't already have customer reviews. We haven't been on things like CNN or Forbes or Time, right? So we don't have those types of media things to put on our landing pages or the landing pages of our clients. So this is going to be a lot more practical in terms of what you can do when you don't have those kinds of endorsements. So going back to our example landing page here, you can see highlighted highlighted at the very bottom. We don't have a testimonial for this particular offer yet, so we went ahead and just had a quick little benefit-driven story to help push someone over the edge that yes, this really is going to be helpful to them and their situation. And there are two copywriting formulas to use in this story. You want to use "so you can," and then you want to use the "allowed me" or "allowed us" or "has allowed," insert the name of your prospect identifier group. So here's a quick example. These are the exact same strategies that allowed me to rank for top keywords even though I only had 100 subscribers at the time. Or this channel plan will allow you to quickly find the best ideas for growth. Now, why would you want to add this to your landing page, or why this is so important is because at the end of the day, your customers and prospects, they're humans. They want to know that this has worked for other people. They want some sort of evidence or some sort of story that a headline and a bunch of bullet points simply cannot deliver. And so even if it's just a quick little tidbit, it feels like you're repeating everything you said in your headline and your bullets, it can definitely help. So I'm going to go through two examples of how to use "allowed us to" or "allowed me to" and "so you can," and then I'll show you an example of how this is used by a much larger company than us, digital marketer. So the first example we have here, you'll learn the same recording and editing hacks we use. Okay, great, but why do I care? So this is kind of the question of, you know, your little kid asks, why, right? So we want to add on to that and saying, this is why you should care, or this is why it's important. So instead of just leaving it at that, we'd say, you'll learn the same recording and editing hacks we use so you can produce more content in a shorter amount of time. Now, this next example I'm going to go through a little more quickly here. I will walk you through tried and true copywriting and design patterns so you can craft click-worthy video titles and eye-catching thumbnails. Now, what's very important when you're using these in that little story at the bottom is you don't make a huge jump. You just want the next logical step, right? So if I was talking about copywriting formulas and design patterns and then I said, so you can get 5,000 subscribers a month, that would be too much of a jump in terms of results, right? So here we're just talking about headlines and eye-catching thumbnails. The inference being by having better thumbnails, you have more click-through rate, and by more click-through rates or more clicks, you get more views, and more views equals more subscribers. But we don't want to jump to you get more subscribers, right? We just want to say here and allow the subconscious mind of your ideal prospect go through the rest of the steps. So it's just kind of making sure your copy is taking logical baby steps and not making some sort of quantum leap, because I'm sure you've gone to a landing page where you go, there's no way that's possible that you could get that result, or that you can do that in that amount of time, or with that amount of money, or in this particular way. And so we don't want that to happen to our ideal customers or prospects. So here's an example from Digital Marketer. This is the same process our digital marketers managing editors use to do lightning fast blog planning. Download it and use it. It works. And that's all there is to it, to creating some desire, especially when you don't already have trust seals, testimonials, or advanced imagery. So again, there'll be a link in the cards in the description to a video that walks through how to design your landing page using this exact same framework, so you can essentially combine what you're learning here with some other design principles if you do happen to have testimonials, trust seals, and of course, media endorsements. So the last part of your landing page copywriting, of course, is going to be the action, right? All of this has been designed to get someone to do something. So with your action, you want to make it crystal clear what your prospects should do next. And this is arguably going to be the easiest part, right? So this is either going to be the text of the button where someone enters their name and email, or the text of the button that says order now, enroll now, buy now, whatever the next step is. And so you can simply use something as simple as download now, or yes, I want to insert the result now, or just register now, join now, get instant access. It's okay to keep it simple here. Personally, I just like using get instant access or get access, and that's what most of our landing pages say, and they convert anywhere from 25 all the way up to 42.17%. So it definitely doesn't have to be the part of your landing page that you overthink. Here's another example from Billy Jean, where he has a much longer call to action, but it still works. Yes, please send me the free training. So that is all there is to it, to writing copy for your landing page. I sincerely hope you got a tremendous amount of value out of this video and you have a much better idea on what your landing page could look like and how these different copy elements work together using the AIDA framework. Again, make sure you check out the playlist link in the description that will walk you through how to design your landing page, put your landing page together, and of course, some more advanced headline formulas. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe for more copywriting and marketing videos just like this one. And until the next, keep building the business you love.